Hello everybody, welcome back to the Bold Man Complains About Simulators channel. Yes, it's Game of Muscle videos. Don't forget to click that like button if you enjoy driving into trees. I know I certainly do. In this video, we're back in the old Dirty Dirt Boy Dirt Rally 2.0 to talk about getting the cars set up on the tarmac stages in a way that, in my opinion, makes them easier to drive, more fun to drive, and less likely that you're going to actually be a legitimate Group B rally driver driving into spectators. Now, it's worth saying, these setup options on the vehicle will probably make it a little bit slower, possibly. It might not be realistic setup options, and you might not like them, so you might want to do your own tinkering or actually listen to someone that knows what they're talking about when it comes to car setups. This is literally just from my own personal experimentation, banging my head against Armco and finding that this worked quite well for me. So, without further ado, let's get into our Audi Sports Quattro and tune that vehicle, because it's literally just a case of moving some sliders around in real life. It does not take a crew of mechanics, it doesn't take hours, and there's not going to be any arguments and lots of coffee drunk. So the first thing to change is the alignment, and to make the rear camber angle a little bit more positive, but not too positive, because if we go 100% positive, then we'll no longer be British. So we need a little bit of negativity in there. In fact, if we're being British right now, we probably need to go 100% negativity, or minus 2.5 degrees of negativity. But actually what we're going to do is we're going to go from minus 0.25 degrees of negative, of positive, but still negative. Bear with me, guys. This is confusing me already. But that's where we're going. That's where we are. Okay, so we've done that. The brake bias, we're going to move a bit further to the rear. Why would we do that? Well, the further back the brake bias is, the more the rear of the car will come out on the brakes. I like that, and it means, with this car at least, when you've got it further back, the car's tendencies start turning out on the rear when you first get on the brake. So if you're a little bit of a brake tiddler like myself, you're not a full brake stamper, which you probably should be stamping on the brake, but if you like to sort of get on the brake a little bit more progressively, it gets the car out a bit, which then gives you a clue that the rear's getting loose, and it makes it a little bit more progressive in a weird way and in a counterintuitive way to drive. Many people, if you prefer a car that understeers more or is more on the neutral side, you might want to keep it on the front. But I like to move it to the rear a bit. I find that helps for me, and it also helps you actually when you're getting into a corner too much and you just feel like you're understeering off, to get on the brake a bit more, and it kind of balances the back of the car out. You could use the handbrake as well, but I like to move the brake bias a bit further back. Now with the differential, I've found that essentially locking the rear limited slip LSD preload, setting that to high and also locking it, basically gets the rear hooked up more and gets the rear to actually come out more. But in a weird way, with this, it actually makes the back more predictably come out, and rather than just snapping out, it kind of leads into coming out. This is probably due to just some random quirk of the Codemasters tyre model. I don't know. But this is just what we got from fiddling. I like to put the centre torque bias to the rear because I like the car to be a bit of a drift beast, and that, again, we want the back to pop out in a nice way. The gearing, I like to move the third gear down a little bit and the second gear down a tiny bit. Again, this gets the back of the car out more. Dampening, a lot of people would normally suggest putting it on slow for the sake of having it so that the car's a little bit more cushioned. It should make it more progressive, a little bit less responsive. But we want to firm that beast up, and it seems to, probably in the wrong way, but it seems to, again, make the back more predictable. It doesn't make any sense, but it makes sense to me. Spring, we're going to go for firm on the rears. Again, the anti-roll bar, we're setting that to firm, so the car should just be hooked up. We ain't got no wobble in there, boys. It's hooked up like a beast. Spring rate, move that a bit more to firm. We could probably adjust ride height and everything, but those are the main settings, what we just changed there, that I found probably wrongly so, and bizarrely so, but I found have made the back of the car more progressive, more predictable, a little bit more drifty, but it just makes it more fun to drive. So let's apply all tuning, and let's get on the stage and actually drive it and see how it goes. Now we're using the Fanatec H pattern. We've got a Fanatec handbrake, absolutely awesome pieces of equipment. I highly recommend them. Unfortunately, at the moment, the handbrake isn't actually an analog handbrake in dirt. It's coming up as a button. I need to work out what's going on with that. We'll probably do a controller video at some point. But so, what I was finding with the default setup when jumping in these cars, we just use the arm code there to get us around that corner. Next level technique. Nice skills there. What I was finding was the cars had loads of grip and was super pokey and awesome for getting around the track quickly, but I'd get overconfident on it, try and drive to the limit, and then find myself at a random point going slightly too much, and just the back would just absolutely snap out like a beast and go flying. Whereas with these setup tweaks, I find the back of the car has a tendency of wanting to slide out a bit, and so you can work with the vehicle and 5 gears much better, get into a nice flow of the circuit without having sudden snap oversteer, which is the correct term for it. So I'm going to shut up a second. Oh, I took that wrong. I'm going to shut up a second so we can focus on actually driving. I can't talk and rally drive at the same time, a Group B car. I'm sorry. It's too hard. So listen to the engine noise. Track graphics on this, the engine sounds, and the flow of these stages is absolutely fantastic. So let's go for it.
Into 4 left long, into caution, 3 right long, tightens 2. 100.
Oh, see, hold it.
Left.
Nice.
30, 2 right long, opens of a crest, 30, 4 left. Into
Use the hillside.
Into 3 left, opens 6, extra long, 30. Keep left, into 2 right long, into 6 left. Into 3 right long, opens, into 6 left, extra long, tightens.
Use the hill.
Right to the 50, 3 left tightens. Into 4 right, 30, 1 left long, tightens.
Use the arm code.
Into 1 right, into 1 right of a finish, into 2 left.
Nice short stage. Couple of hillside grazes, couple of Armco grazes. Need to focus a bit more, but hopefully you could see in the video just the nature of the rear of the car being a bit more flowy. You know, if you go too fast into a corner, you're going to understeer off. You do have to listen to the co-driver. You're still pretty difficult. You do have to concentrate, but it's a Group B rally car. Those setup changes, I don't think are going to help you on the dirt particularly, because the back actually comes out a lot easier on the dirt anyway. And just with the nature of grip loss on the dirt, the car's just more progressive. And Dirt Rally, I think, does a lot better job on the physics on the dirt than it does on the tarmac. So either way, I think it's made it a lot more enjoyable for me. So I highly recommend doing those changes for you, especially if you're struggling with it suddenly snapping out and then not being able to do it. The other big thing is you notice powering out of some of the corners as well, being able to hold that slide, drifting it like an anime character in bloody anime, but drifting it and holding it, and that's just fun. I just enjoy that, and that's what it's all about. It's about having fun. I'm never going to be the fastest bloody dirt rally player in the world, am I? You know, I'm probably the fastest at deforestation in Dirt Rally, but not at actually finishing the stage. So anyway, hope that helped, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like the video. Click that subscribe button if you want to see more driving sim, train sim, flight sim, Dirt Rally sim, sim bob sim content, virtual reality content. You know, that's what we're all about here on Game Muscle Videos. Till then, guys, take care, and goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.